Yeah. Yes, I remember you, the girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
What happened?
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
I would imagine.
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Thank you for helping me. Crazy witch woman.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
I will go then.
I will stay and make something to eat.
Yes, only you would be hungry at a time like this, and I get to level up, and I pressed the wrong button again. Okay, level 6. Level 7, we get to choose our first specialization, I believe. I do believe. Alright, cunning. I'm leveling cunning because being able to persuade when you're a mage is invaluable. Definitely. I won't need any major combat training yet because I'm Arcane Warrior unlocks a lot of the prerequisites for combat already for you. Improved coercion will be helpful though. Certainly. Stone Fist I don't need. Ooh, next level of regeneration will be helpful. Really accept. Yes, that should work. Or Shock, I could strengthen my lightning attack. Regeneration will be good for now, I think. Healing's invaluable. Ah, that chest. Very important, the contents of that chest. We will be coming back to find out later. Much later. After I've gotten about, oh, I don't know. Oh, several levels ahead already. I mean, we'll need several more levels, obviously, before we even attempt to get to that chest, because it is tough. It is tough.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Your Flemeth. Let's see. Can't be safe here. Where are all the Darkspawn?
The largest part of the horde has moved on. We are safe enough for now. Old Flemeth knows a thing or two about hiding. The longer you are here, the less that is true, however. These things will notice you eventually.
So why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these Darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Land is hardly united thanks to Loghain.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
What is an Archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Well said, Flemeth, well said. Then we need to find this archdemon and get killed because we're horribly underleveled at this point.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention, I don't know how.
How to kill the archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Arl Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
Arl Eamon, the Arl of Redcliffe.
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Keep in mind that Loghain was also an honorable man.
The Arl would never do what Tairn Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Arl Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
Surely we have other allies as well.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Thank you for everything, Flemeth. Now go away.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Yes, in exchange for saving your lives, you have to take my annoying daughter off my hands. That's always how it works.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite Ferelden against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I understand, as I've played the game before.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
She sounds thrilled.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Very well, let's get underway.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Alrighty. Now we have approvals to keep up. Essentially, it works similar to influence in KOTOR 2. Your characters... I'll show you real quick. Oh, Alistair gets to level up. Cool. Yeah, Alistair already has a specialization selected. Templar, obviously, which gives him some unique abilities, which I'll be showing off later. Alistair does need some help up, because he's going to be my tank. He's going to be my primary tank. You will have... I'll give you your Master Combat training. If he has that early on, he can become a very valuable asset, especially for what I want to do early on. Shield balance is good. You notice that little meter at the bottom of their screen. The left is a broken heart, the right is a full heart. Right is approval, left is disapproval. Right now they're both fairly moderate. We will hopefully get them both towards the far right by the end of this. Oh yes, and Morrigan also has a... Morrigan has a few elemental attacks, but her real... is entropy is her main one. That's where her specialization lies. She's got a bit of everything, truth be told, but... her ability to be a shapeshifter is... it's a cool ability. Like, you can transform into either a giant spider, which I was thrilled about, a flying swarm, or a, it starts off as a bear, and then you can become a bear shakam, which is that demon we saw during the Mage Origin story that looked like a bear with a bunch of spikes sticking out of it. It's pretty cool, actually. My specialization is going to be Arcane Warrior, and I'm thinking Spiritual Healer. Now this is the world map, obviously. Throughout the course of the game, we'll be traveling to each of these places. Think of these as like, if you think in you think in the sense of KOTOR, instead of looking for star maps, we're looking for armies to help fight the Darkspawn. The Tower of Magi, obviously. Frostbite Mountains, that's where the dwarves are, and Orzammar. Sulcher's Pass is actually part of a DLC, which I have. Went with my copy of this game. Red Cliff is obviously the humans. Brazilian Forest is the Dalish elves, and Denerim is the capital city of Ferelden. And that's the party camp feature, which is essentially where you go. It's where you make camp when you're not in any of the main areas. So, on to the village of Lothering. We travel north. Get interrupted. This will happen throughout the course of your travels. You'll have like a cross swords thing come up. Yeah, there it is. And that'll mean you'll have conflict or a cutscene of some sort, or most likely both. And this is Denerim. This is the capital. This is Ferelden's capital.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your Lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?